All right, just doing it selfie style right now because I forgot that I was gonna show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm cooking in the kitchen, my little cooking segment for the Park District, and I have everything I need. We're talking tabbouleh. I'm going to be doing tabbouleh inspired salads, not necessarily tabbouleh itself, but tabbouleh inspired salads and lunches. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll tape some of it and maybe you'll get to see it, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, well, it is what it is. Okay. Everyone, let's all cook in the living room. Let's all cook in the living room. All right, everybody, it's that time of day. We're cooking in the living room with Sallie Bee. How you doing? I'm Jody, aka Sallie Bee, and we're just gonna cook. We cook on Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, and that's what we're doing today. And today we are talking tabbouleh. All right. Hello, Allison. How are you? We are talking tabbouleh. So traditionally, tabbouleh, I think the word means eating a garden or something like that. It's just parsley, onion, and tomatoes. So it's like red, green, and white. And some lemon juice, and then it's called a day. And it's just super fresh. And you can eat it as a salad or you can put it on salad. But that's traditionally what tabbouleh is. It's Lebanese. And sometimes they'll add like a cracked wheat into it as well to make it a little bit more hearty. Hello, Kathleen. How are you? Thanks for coming on. We're talking tabbouleh. And I was just telling Allison about our tabbouleh. So, yes. So, traditionally, you know, three ingredients. The parsley, the tomatoes, and the white onion, and some lemon to kind of, you know, zest it up. But today, we're going to make more inspired, you know, salads. Something a little bit more heartier, something you could take for lunch, something you could eat for dinner, something great. So today, how I kind of put my salads together, the more heartier lunch salads, is that I take a grain and some vegetables and then a protein. All right. So today, I'm going to use quinoa. And I like using quinoa because it's very good for you. Quinoa is actually an herb, but it has a lot of protein. So it's really good for you, and it's really easy to cook. You just put it in water, and it takes a little bit less time, and it's a little less finicky than, let's say, rice. So I use that. I'm going to use the quinoa today. It's just so nutritious for you. And then I am going to add the parsley. Okay, so usually tabbouleh is mostly parsley, but I just add a hint of parsley, and I got some chives in there. I'm going to add parsley and chives. Very good. And then these beautiful tomatoes. I don't know if you guys get these tomatoes, but they're actually like candy. I got these at Jewel, and they're all different colors, and they're so sweet. It's just like eating candy, so they're great. Put these guys in. Of course, we have to have our like white onion is traditional, more of a zestier onion. And I'm using the chives because that's the first thing that blooms in the garden. So they're homegrown chives. Very good. And then cucumbers. I like to put the cucumbers in. They hydrate you. They keep your skin fresh. Beautiful. Then on top of that, I go crazy, just a little crazy, and I'm going to put a little garlic in there. I like the garlic from the jar because I feel like it's not as potent, and it's super easy. But sometimes I do use, you know, regular garlic. And see, I'm just stirring that up, okay? And it's beautiful and very nutritious, delicious, and it really fills you up. So as for a protein, I'm going to use some feta cheese. The feta cheese gives it a little zing as well. I love the feta. And then, you know, to make it traditional, I'm going to add a little bit of lemon just to pop it up. And you might get a few seeds in there. I know I should do the, somebody told me you have to do the lemon upside down and squeeze it, and then you don't get the seeds. And then I'm gonna put just a little bit of oil. Okay, and a splash of vinegar. All right. A little bit of salt and pepper. Right, a little bit of salt and pepper. So we're gonna make actually 3 salads. This is the first of 3. Or I'm gonna show you 3 salads, and this is the first of 3. But they're all kind of, you know, the same order of business: a grain, a protein, and some vegetables. So this is what we got. All right. So it's great. It's nutritious. It's delicious. You can take it for lunch. You can eat it cold, warm. You can eat it, you know, room temperature. So that's our first one. So this was super simple, super easy. It took me, I don't know, 5 minutes to make, you know, probably 10 or 15 minutes to chop, but that's fine. All right. So I have these other 2 salads as well that I made earlier. So I don't have to make dinner tonight. This is wonderful. I love it when I have these little shows because, you know, these little FaceTimes, because then I don't have to make the dinner. So these 2. I have one that's Italian, you know, so it's kind of inspired by Italy and like Italian, like bruschetta. So this is actually pasta that we had last night, and I cut it up really fine. I added tomatoes and I added dried basil. I went to the store and couldn't get basil. I don't know what the deal is. There was a run on basil and our beautiful tomatoes. And then I have the small mozzarella, the fresh mozzarella. I also added some Parmesan. Bam. You got another crowd pleaser. You can take this one to a picnic. This is great for lunch as well. The kids like it, you know, they get a little bit extra vegetables, and if you put the basil in there, it's great. So that is, you know, the Italian version of tabbouleh. Is what I would think it is, but I don't know. It's not really. And then I have like a southwestern one next. So I just used some rice. Okay, I made kind of like a lime rice. And how do you make lime rice, you ask? So you put your water on and your rice, and then I put a little oil and I put a little salt in my rice water. Then I add lime juice, and it makes it really good and really tasty and limey. And usually I would add cilantro then too, but again, the only thing I could get in the grocery store was parsley at the Jewel over here. I couldn't get any basil, I couldn't get any cilantro. I don't know what was going on. It was slim pickings on the produce. So I have added onion, I've added peppers, I like the orange peppers, just to make it more colorful, corn, beans, cheddar cheese, and tomatoes. So for some people this might be a little bit dry, but I always can add like some salsa on top of it. And also you can add a little bit of ground beef. So another really easy one that you have. So tonight, the kids like this one, I'll call it a burrito bowl, and I will scoop this out onto some chips, and then I'll put some ground meat on it, ground turkey, my kids don't eat ground beef, and some salsa, and call it a day. And then that's dinner for them. We'll eat one of these other ones, but I mean, they won't eat this whole thing. So it's a pretty easy, fast dinner, lunch. You could do the same thing for lunch. Again, this one can be eaten cold, hot. You can heat it. You can keep it cold. You take it to work. You know, it's, well, no one's really going to work now, but you know what I'm saying. When we go back to work, this is a great one to take to work. All right. How are we doing? Is everyone good? All right. Oh, you couldn't get it either. Good. And your basil plant died. We have to make more, get more basil plants. Yes. Call me later. Anyone can call me with ideas, or if you wanna get, if you didn't get the recipe, I'm not as good as Delaney is like posting the stuff, because it's all up here, you know. Nothing's printed out. It's all in my head. And but I can, you know, call and tell you how to do it, or, you know, I could talk to the phone and get it down on paper. But yeah, that was it. Our 3 versions of tabbouleh, in salads inspired by tabbouleh, eating the garden. So are there any questions, comments, or concerns? I'm coming over. Hi, Christina. Hi, Jean. Oh, excellent. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, no problem with the time. You could, as I said, just call me or direct message me, or I think you can do it via the Park District. But I can always help you out, especially, you know, with dinner or whatever. You know, I always got some sort of ideas going on. All right. Anybody else? I gotta take a phone. Oh, okay. Allison had to take a phone call. All right. Well, that's been great. I hope you enjoyed this. If you make this, snap a picture of it, and please try to add it, and then I'll add it. I just have to approve it in the group because we don't want, you know, any shenanigans going on. So somebody, or Christina or Allison, has to approve it. But yeah, take a picture. Like, oh, I made Jody's, you know, tabbouleh, or, you know, Southwest tabbouleh, whatever. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I miss and love all of you. Christina, how are those puzzles going? I hope you found all the pieces. All right, I'll see you. Let's see. I'm doing a stretch tomorrow, I think at 2:30 or 3. So come and stretch with me. And Allison, I think, is doing an advanced pio. So, all right. Thank you, everyone, for coming on. And I'll see you soon. Have a good one. All right. And that was that. Let's all cook in the living room. Let's all cook in the living room. All right, everybody. All right, I got to turn it off. Okay, so it went great. Went very well. So that's the, you know, aftermath of it. I only made one because, you know, I don't want to just keep cooking and talking and cooking and talking. All right. So I love doing these segments. I love still connecting with people. As an extrovert, I find this need to do this, and I'm so happy that my job allows me to do this. So, okay, thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you're making tabbouleh too. Bye.